Bonjour Cathy, j'espère que tu vas bien. Voici le lien pour la vidéo. So this is the link for the video. And the questions. Le boulanger quitte quelle ville en France pour aller à Melbourne? So which city was he living before in France? So which city will he quit, leave? Aix-en-Provence. Okay, the south. Qu'est-ce qui est affiché sur la vitrine? What is on display on his window? The name of the company and his name, Laurent. Laurent. Est-ce que la boulangerie est un succès? Is the bakery a success? Oui, c'est un succès. Combien de pâtisseries y a-t-il à Melbourne? How many bakeries are there in Melbourne? 15. 15. Et combien d'employés emploie ce boulanger? How many employees does he have? 550, 550. Le client qui est interviewé est satisfait. Pourquoi? Is the client who is interviewed is satisfied. Why? Parce que il aime la cuisine française, il aime les produits de cette boulangerie. So he likes the products from this bakery. À quel âge est-ce que Laurent est arrivé en Australie? Laurent est arrivé en Australie à 28 ans. Selon le boulanger, est-ce qu'il aurait pu réussir en France comme en Australie? Non. Could he succeed in France like he did in Australia? No, because he didn't have access to loans. Banks didn't trust him. Combien d'argent a-t-il demandé pour construire sa nouvelle usine? How much money did he ask to build his factory? 20 millions d'euros. 20 millions d'euros. Okay. Combien de pain est-ce que la société cuit par semaine? How many breads the society, his business cook per week? 500,000 per week. 500 000. Quels sont les plans d'avenir de Laurent? What are the future plans for Laurent? He wanted to open more businesses, but in Asia. But apparently, according to his website, you cannot see anything in Asia. So I want to apologize for the delay. But I've been starting work from 5, finishing at 11. I didn't have time for myself. I have like 20 minutes before my next class. And I'm exhausted. And I was sick. So if I'm delayed, it's because there is a reason. Just want to clarify this stuff. It's not like laziness or anything like that. Okay. Plus you have time. It's not like it's a big course. It's a small course. So ideally you take notes during the course. Okay, you don't depend everything on the video. Last thing I want to say is I'm not supposed to make these videos. You are supposed only to have the transcript, but I'm making an effort during my own personal time to make these kind of videos. So if I'm late, there is a reason. Okay, and so just want to clarify because I have a serious lack of sleep and I don't want to be sick again. So you have the answers here. I just explained everything from the video. Okay, it's not easy, but I think it's you can understand a lot of stuff already. Okay, so il me faudrait is like il me faut. Faut, F-A-U-T. Il me faut is I need. We saw this expression many times. Il me faudrait is more polite. It's a conditional. Il me faudrait. It's like I would need. Okay. Demander is to ask. Le vendeur is a salesperson, masculine form. La vendeuse, salesperson, it's a female salesperson. Okay. Le client, the client. Les renseignements, information. So les renseignements, like you see, it's a plural form. So informations, we would say that. Ou les renseignements, that's like the information center. Okay. Center, E-R-R-R-E. Renseigner is, that's to inform people. Okay. So ideally, you should also check the rest of the transcript, not always depend on everything I'm sending. Okay, you have to check the transcript, like meaning like you stop looking. So you have to keep looking everything because it's gonna help you memorize. Okay, the first step of the memorization comes from the lesson. So we know that the ER verb, they are the first group. There are 3 verb groups in French, and the first group is the ER verbs, except aller, which is an irregular verb. Aller is to go. So the ER verbs, let's say renseigner, I drop the ER part, and I'm gonna add E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT. So for instance, if I conjugate, je renseigne, tu renseignes, ES, il renseigne, I, nous renseignons, ONS, vous renseignez, EZ, il renseigne, ENT. Okay? Dépenser is to spend money. So it's an ER verb as well. I drop the ER and I can conjugate this stuff because I know the endings. Okay? Je dépense, tu dépenses, il dépense. Quel est votre budget? What is your budget? It depends, ça dépend. Okay. So we studied, ça fait combien? How much is it? All those guys. Okay? And, okay, je mets. Mettre, remember mettre is to put. Okay? Je mets un manteau is I put on a coat. Okay? I put a coat on. Je mets mes chaussures, I put on my shoes. I put my shoes on. Okay? But here on the dialogue we have on communication is mettre 50 euros. Je voudrais mettre 50 euros pour un stylo à plume. It's like I would like to put, meaning I would like to spend, dépenser. Okay? Je voudrais dépenser 50 euros, mais pas plus, but no more. No more than that. Okay. So I'm just checking here. We also studied a bit the demonstratives. Demonstratives, I'll go back after to the dialogue. Just want to finish this stuff. Demonstrative adjectives on this, that, those, these. And the masculine singular is ce. Like for instance, ce pantalon. Cette is a feminine form, singular. Cette robe, this dress. Okay. Cette bouteille de vin, this bottle of wine. Cette caisse de vin. Okay. We're going to study more demonstratives, probably on Sunday. We're going to also talk about the possessives. And but keep in mind that we already know 2, cette, feminine, singular, ce, masculine, singular. Okay. We can also add this one, cette robe là, or cette robe ci. We can add this kind of stuff. But let's not do that now, because it's a bit confusing. So, keep in mind, là is there. Ici is here. Okay. Ballpoint pen, that's a stylo. Okay, des crayons de couleur, colored pencils. Okay. We can also talk about the expression I am lost, je suis perdu. So you can use this expression for when you don't understand something. I'm lost, I don't understand anything. Or you're physically lost, je suis perdu, can you help me find this street, etc., etc. Okay. So remember, il me faut or il me faudrait. Okay. Exercise 5, audio file. Okay. I'll see if I can send that today. I'll see. Okay. So now, communication progressive du français. Okay, so we did the guy who was buying the pen. Okay. So quantity should be done, should be understood. Demander le prix dans une papeterie. So it's getting rare now. Papeterie in France, they sell magazines, they sell candy, they sell gambling stuff. So in order to make a living. So here, la vendeuse, le client. Bonjour monsieur, je peux vous renseigner? Oui, je voudrais voir les stylos à plumes s'il vous plaît. Oui, vous voulez mettre combien? Je ne sais pas, 40, 50 euros, ça dépend. Alors regardez ici. Ah, ce stylo est très joli. Il fait combien? 75 euros, monsieur. Et vous pouvez me dire le prix de ce stylo noir? Bien sûr, il fait 32 euros. Et ce stylo bleu là? Tous ces stylos bleus sont à 47 euros. Ah, alors je vais prendre le bleu, c'est pour offrir, oui s'il vous plaît. Hello, sir. Can I inform you? Can I, it's like to give information, renseigner. Can I help you, basically? Yes, I would like to see the fountain pens, please. Yes. How much would you like to put? So how much would you like to spend? What's your budget? I don't know. 40, 50 euros. It depends. So look over here. Ah, this pen is very beautiful. It's very pretty. How much is it? 75 euros, sir. And can you tell me the price of this black pen? Of course, it is 32 euros. So il fait, again, faire, we have this expression with the weather. Il fait beau, il fait mauvais, il fait du soleil. But we can also use this for the price, to give a price. It is 32 euros. Again, it's not a literal translation. And this blue pen here, or there, all these pens are 40 or at 47 euros. So I'm gonna take the blue one. Is it your offer? Is it a gift? Yes, please. They say that if you have two verbs in the present tense, the second one is using an infinitive verb. Be careful, because the passé composé, we saw that. J'ai mangé is a passé composé. We have two verbs. The second verb is using a past participle form. Okay, so be careful. Je voudrais voir, I'd like to see. Je peux vous renseigner, can I inform you? Vous voulez mettre combien? How much would you like to spend? Vous pouvez me dire, can you tell me? Je vais prendre, I'm gonna take. Vous pouvez répéter, can you repeat? C'est pour offrir, it is to offer, it's a gift. C'est pour faire un cadeau, it's a gift. C'est pour savoir, it is to know, I'd like to know. So, un stylo à plume is a fountain pen. Des cartouches, cartridges. Bleu, noir, féminine, plural form. Hein. Un stylo bille, un bic, well, we use the same, a ballpoint pen. Un porte-mine is a mechanical pencil. Un crayon is a pencil. Un crayon de couleur is a colored pencil. Une gomme, an eraser. Du papier à lettres, this is like the snail mail paper sheet. Des envelopes, two P's. Un classeur, a binder. Un dossier, a file. A folder, sorry. Et des chemises, files. Files can also have another word, fichier. Vous pouvez me dire le prix de, can you tell me the price of? C'est combien, how much is it? Ça fait combien, how much is it total if you buy different items? Les cerises sont à combien, how much are the cherries? Ce pantalon fait combien, this pants, how much is this pants? Quel est le prix de, what is the price of? So the vendor asks generally, vous voulez mettre combien? So we never say, how much would you like to spend? We don't use the verb spend, but nowadays people don't really have this kind of education, so they may use spend, which is a bit rude actually. C'est pour offrir, that means c'est pour faire un cadeau. It is to give a gift, it's for offering to someone. Je peux vous renseigner, can I inform you? Je peux vous donner des informations, can I give you some information? Okay. And now the activities. Le client sait exactement combien il veut dépenser. Well, it's approximative. He knows exactly how much he wants to pay. It's like 40, 50. It's not exactly, it's about. So, faux. Le client n'aime pas le stylo à 75 euros. He doesn't like the pen, fountain pen at 75 euros. It's false. C'est faux. He likes it, but it's too expensive. Il décide d'acheter un stylo bleu. He decides to buy a blue pen. C'est vrai. Le client veut faire un cadeau. Yes, c'est vrai. He wants to give a gift. Vous voulez mettre combien? Je vais... There can be a lot of stuff. Hein? So, it's like, je vais prendre. Voilà, je vais prendre. Je vais prendre le classeur rouge. I'm gonna take the blue binder. Je peux vous aider. Je peux vous renseigner. Je voudrais voir les stylos à plumes. Vous pouvez me dire le prix de ce porte-mine. Je voudrais du papier à lettres. L'enfant dessine avec un stylo, un crayon de couleur. J'efface avec une gomme. Il me faut un porte-mine. Je mets les documents dans un dossier. Okay. So,